What y'all looking at, this is the post that I made a couple of weeks ago, actually about a week ago. Just letting y'all know, Chicago, that the skies are not clear. There's a light film of the stratospheric aerosol injections, bacteria, and heavy metals, so be safe. And I want you to know that this post took off. This is the talk that they do not want people to see. I would like to see this number in the billions because this is the talk that they do not want people to see. So let me take y'all to where what the people have been talking about. Let's go. The people have been saying this right here. Hold on 1 second. Uh, the city has been smelling all over. Thank you. Breathe. Oh, that's a different one. All right. So weird. Seriously, I had a runny nose for 2 days a few days ago, out of nowhere. I'm at Wabash and Wacker. I'm just now seeing that. All right, we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna respond to some of these too. It smells like that here in Chicago. I had to check my shoes to make sure to see if I stepped in some. It smelled that bad out here. I live in a heavy wooded area, and they are not here anymore. Hmm. Okay. I have to see what they're talking about. Keep finding dead ones by my building. Hmm. They must be talking to someone. Let's see. Oops. By my building. Where are the birds? That's what it is. Where are the birds? The comments is full. This one was really good right here. I never had seasonal allergies my whole life, and suddenly I've been having nostril congestions and sneezing fits for more than 2 weeks. Legit, this only confirms things for me. Exactly. NYC as well. My husband saying all day smells like spray paint. I'm in the Chicago suburbs. I keep saying that too. Just a few days ago, I'm seeing that there are lines in the sky. They do not want do not want to dissipate. It's disgusting. Tissue engineering since 1950. Look up Sabrina Wallace. Interesting. I have to look that one up. Does anybody have sorry, does anybody have feeling sleeping lately even if you had a good amount of sleep? Does anybody have feeling sleepy lately? What the fuck? Okay, whatever. I've been feeling very sleepy these past 3 days for some weird reason. Listen, it's not weird at all. In fact, what's happening to you is because of the aerosols are causing you to have a release, I believe, of is it cortisol, the one that puts you to sleep, or melatonin. You're like that song, My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me. Your central nervous system is a trick being played on your central nervous system. So your mind is playing tricks on you right now because you don't see the attack that's happening to you, but it's happening. This is the reason why I posted this video. Been up since between 4:30 and 5:30 a.m. with no alarm every single day since this past Monday morning. I've looked at the clock. There we go. I wish I can say nothing's wrong on my end because I've never felt like that before. And my wife is also feeling the same way for some reason, but we just can't put a finger on what's going on. Pay attention. because you're not alone. Whatever it is making my vision blurry, like a film over my. Man, everybody's feeling that. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm not the only one feeling this. When you get the film over your eyeballs, people are having at that particular time major eye irritation. Sometimes they may even get a lot of cold that'll block up their eyes, or they might even get the pink eye if they continue to rub their eye. So make sure you do not rub your eye. Notice dense fog we've been having lately too. Yep, that was earlier. That was just 4 days ago. Yes, we did. Been having shortness of breath the last few days in mucus. Make sure you're not sleeping with your cell phone. Put your cell phone on airplane mode and tell your significant other the same thing. TV should not be on either. And do not sleep next to your Wi-Fi. Chicago area here. And every damn day it smells like plastic or something. Where are the birds? Yeah. Where are the birds? You barely you hear the chirpers sometimes, but not like you used to. Oh my God, we have 2 huge fever and they haven't been around the past week. So many birds is insane. Patio gets covered in droppings like every day, and we never feed them nor our immediate neighbors. Okay, so they're getting all the birds. I literally see them at the park, so they're there. I shut my window 30 minutes ago because the birds were chirping so much in my tree. So people are seeing the birds. And we've had mosquitoes. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. What makes me wonder is that what if that smell is weird, rank smell in the air also? Seriously, my eyes water sometimes when looking straight ahead from the sun beaming above. Why is it so bright? That's another thing. Not to mention, why is it way brighter out here tonight in Indiana? It looks so weird. I agree. Toxic chemicals. Hold on. I don't want to hear that right now. Rather than writing about it here, who do we contact or voice our opinion? We the people demand this to stop. It never rains anymore. It's all acid rain. Very bad rain here in Chicago. I'm not sure of your area, but it's not good rain anymore. West constitute 2 years and 3 months to be precise. I agree. We definitely need to put in our complaints against the EPA and the governors. We have to find out what they are invested into. And if they aren't invested into healthcare, insurance, it is time to expose the fraud because they are allowing this horrendous act. Yep, even smells like chemicals hasn't been fogged. Been outside, assisting the university soccer practice between the city. Believe it was from 1910 being in the city. Believe it was so odd to see such thin fog, especially with current weather conditions. Had a bad storm a month ago. Neighbor's pool water is now filled with metals. Been running chemicals to extract every day. Never seen this before in 20 years with pool. That is interesting. Where are you? Where are you? Had a bad storm a month ago. Oh yeah. Everyone is at work is sneezing and having issues. Where are you? I'm the same way. I've been having this like a month and a half now. It's freaking annoying. What city and state are you in? I just noticed stepping out to the grocery store to pick up a terrible chemical smell on your clothing. Like, what the hell? Facts. Everyone in Chicago has weird sickness. Yes. Yes, I agree. I noticed just from stepping out to the grocery store, you pick up a terrible. The grass by my grandmother's house is turning our feet and hands orange. We do not get fertilizer anymore. You can smell it in the air outside as well, like burnt chemicals. Turning your feet orange is wild. I I get it. I don't put my feet or hands in the grass anymore. And after it rains, I do not touch doors with my bare hands. Y'all, it's only 12 minutes and it's 255 comments. I think I'm going to go through most of the major comments that I see. Some of them I've already answered, but we're going to go through these because I think we really need to bond together a little bit more so we can figure this out, y'all. And we got to do this together. It needs to be more of us talking about this, our symptoms, how we feel, and then I'll show you everything that I've came across so you can understand what's going on too. So let's just take a look at this right here. All right. Every morning there's a film on my windshield and it's hard to get off. It eventually dissipates. It's odd. Where are you is what I want to know. Where are you? What city and state? I have had the same thing happen to me. Mm. I've had the same thing happen to me. Mm. I've been noticing a whole bunch of dead mosquitoes on my car in the morning, stuck on the dew. Interesting. Interesting. See, comments like this, we need to be talking about on our own page and just sharing it with each other, with people like myself, so I can reshare it and we just keep the ball rolling. Look, stratospheric aerosol injections. Look at that. It's crazy. Here's another one. Is that me? No, that's not me. Damn, but that looks like it was some shit that I definitely had took a picture of. He said, someone please explain. Keep watching. Keep watching. All right. They choppers in the air are now circling. Okay. Maybe it's something from U.S. Steel. Last year, my sinuses became so dry and stuffed up, and it's never stopped. Our air is being poisoned. Facts. Where is it at? Okay. When you see PM10 go sky high on these air quality apps, that is your heavy metals. I use the app called plumelabs.com and purpleair.com. Typical weather here in NC. Look at the stratospheric aerosol injections. Typical chemtrails day. St. Louis, poor air warnings, extreme spraying for weeks. Yep, I've seen that happen. Family sick, starting with sore throats. Yep. The way you want to get over that sore throat, y'all, you got to get your key limes or your lemons, your ginger. That ginger shot is key. Ginger. Make you a ginger shot. Get you some ginger. Blend it up. It's key. It's going to help. If you can't do ginger, an onion will help too. Warm salt water in the morning. And then you can get your herbs, like your cloves, things like that will help. Okay. No wonder the air smelled weird today. I don't know. I walked out of my apartment today and it felt it right away. Y'all ever read Behold a Pale Horse? Literally talked about everything that's coming. Yeah, this is true. Oh yeah, it is my comment right there. These are some of the things you can get. Okay. We've had the same symptoms with the sore throats and mucus up by Minneapolis, and it also smelled like paint. Damn, they're having the shit in Minneapolis. Man, this is just wild, y'all. No kidding. See the strips in the sky regularly. I see it today looking at the skies, the blue skies hue, sky vitamins. That's funny. St. Louis went orange alert yesterday. Signs say carpool, reduce travel, stay inside, no gas power alarm equipment. When you look up what that means, it says high ozone levels near the ground due to greenhouse effects. If you take the time to study how did they find out ozone and who named ozone, you would then begin to uncover what ground level ozone is. Pay attention to the wording. Allegedly, they cannot track ozone from the sun. So the ozone that we're seeing is all air pollution ozone. Okay. All right. The fact I walked out to the garden and the air almost had a burnt plastic smell, I can taste it in the back of my throat. That is now sore even before smoking. Almost feels like hairspray film on the roof of my mouth in the back, and I'm an hour southwest. That is wild. That is wild. I understand what you're feeling because I too have had these chemical tastes in my mouth and eyes. I no longer get sore throats nor have respiratory infections for 5 years now. This goes on. We keep getting fired by higher ups. We're getting fried by higher ups. Sorry. I said fired. All right. Um, is that why they decided not to send the guards there last minute? Nah. All that shit is a distraction anyway. MAGA means wizard, witch, sorcerer. So anything that comes out of any Democrat or Republican mouth on these front stages, just call that shit just pay attention to the words so you can figure out what they're actually really talking about. Me outside immediately looking up. Whatever it is on my windshield, if I park under a sappy tree, it's stuck there in the south suburbs. Same shit here. Same thing that happens on the south side of Chicago on 47. Come to think of it, last 2 mornings are the only 2 I remember in a while that I could actually see the stars where I'm at. Oh, okay. There are small planes flying around all day. Are there small planes flying around all day? Yeah. Yeah. There's a reader on TikTok that said something similar to this last year. She told them to keep wearing masks and that they are doing something to Chicagoans through the air. Can you post her name? Can you find that video? Anyone tell this old Gen Xer how to find this information in Massachusetts and Maine? The sky in New England hasn't been right normal. Well, literally since they locked down the world in 2020. Also, no one else finds it strange that the moon is always visible now. I'm a sky person, watching clouds since I was little. I don't remember the moon being out when the sun is. Literally, the sun is out. The moon's opposite of it. What it always happens. You can get air quality readings on Plume Labs and purpleair.com. You might have to juggle between Purple Air, Plume Labs, the Weather Channel, and whatever air quality is on your app just to get some good readings. And always go with the higher reading. Where there are buildings and pollution in Chicago, it's everywhere. Get out of here. Have you noticed that Satan is getting desperate? He knows. Whatever. Always like that. Here in California as well, especially Silicon Valley, no one wants to see it or believe it. My eyes burning and they stay. My eyes burning and they stay so red. I was wondering why. Yes. Yes, chemically induced. So make sure you are washing your face when you come inside, or if you feel your eyes burning, just wash your face. You can just use just water. You don't necessarily have to use soap. Just use just water to wipe your face off. Make sure you're blowing your nose. Um, and that's all I can really tell you. Try to breathe through your nose more often. Do deep breath to gain more oxygen within the cells. But making sure you wash your face when you come from outside. 6 p.m. last night, northwest suburbs. Yep, crazy. My sinuses are wrecked right now. Yeah, Checo. It gets like that when you're dealing with this air pollution. It will wreck your sinuses. It will leave bacteria biofilm that will gain access to your sinuses and release toxins throughout your central nervous system, in skin, in tissues. Just crazy. This just popped up on my damn on my a couple of days ago. My allergist until now it's been so bad because the air pollution. Thought it was just me. Nope. One night I forgot my glasses outside in Texas, and the next morning I went to get them. There was some film on them from the dude that completely ruined the lenses, and I had to use my warranty to get new lenses. Weirdest thing I ever experienced. Say, yeah, I need to know more about that one. That was crazy. So many pollen trees. People just don't have a clue. Nano silver, good too. I never tried the nano silver. Brown water in Indiana, off and on more constantly. Wow, that's crazy. Damn, I'm just now seeing this. I've been outside for an hour, seeing a light haze in the air. I noticed. Yep. I grew up with Northern Lights, 3 or whatever. Fucking Northern Lights. All right, I don't really have to go through the rest of this. It's more and more. Mm, um, Face but like bird plastic. Wisconsin was this way last week. Only in the morning it was odd average morning fog. Not your average morning fog. These are good things that you need to know. Cilantro a day, the water. People in Chicago are start eating the heck out of tamarind, cilantro, parsley, and hibiscus tea. Also get an ozone therapist ASAP. Interesting. Cue the National Guard, more like FDA if they get cured by the ozone therapist. Hence my dethroning, but that was another lifetime ago. People start eating the heck out of tamarind, cilantro, parsley. What does tamarind do? All right, that's it, folks.